So this time I'll be doing, of course, you can see right up there, Wildcat, DC Universe Classics Series 9. And here he is, the heavyweight champion himself. Now right into the figure. First of all, this is a nice sculpt. It's got all the standard DC Universe articulation. Nothing new to go over. Very nice. You've seen this pretty much this mold used all the time. There is, of course, the details of the claws on his feet. Very nice, and they extend out a little bit. You have the tape on his. But the thing that is the selling point of this, in my mind, is the mask, and that just looks so great. I mean, look at that. From the sides, it all looks like one piece from a distance, but you get up there and it looks like he's actually wearing a mask over him. So that's very nice. And you have the little flappy things here. Nice soft rubber. And it really doesn't impede his articulation. He does have a variant figure, which is a darker color, which is actually the one that I was looking to get. However, this dark purple is, well, I can't say that it's my favorite, but it's not bad. This is not a bad second place. Now, accessories, he doesn't have any. I think what it would have been a cool accessory if they would give him boxing gloves to fit over his hands. I think he's a cool figure, and very worth getting just for the sculpt on the face and mask. And of course, if you're a JSA fan, that's good. Also, if you're a Batman fan, because he was one of the people who trained Batman, so I would say if you find him, get him. If you have a choice, I would probably pick the darker black blue color variant, but this purple is just as good. I mean, it's dark enough so that it still kind of works. Wildcat, or Theodore Ted Grant. He first appears in Sensation Comics #1 in 1942, and he is created by Bill Finger and Erwin Hassan. The Golden Age / Earth 2 character grew up as an orphan during the Great Depression, and one day he saves this person from a mugging, and it turns out to be a boxer. And the boxer basically says, "Look, kid, come with me, and I'll help you out and take you off the streets." And so the boxer begins to mentor him, turning Ted into a good fighter in his own right. Their manager, who is rigging fights, frames Grant. Ted's mentor gets killed in a dosing error that's supposed to slow him down and make him fight. What it actually does is kill him. And while he's on the run, he hears about Green Lantern, and he decides that, well, I should have created custom identity and to um, clear my name, which he does, and he decides to continue this side job of crime fighting while still being a fighter. And he joined the JSA, becoming a stalwart member all the way up until when Crisis happens. And in Crisis, injures his legs. At first, he's thought to be permanently in a wheelchair, but eventually recovers. And for a short time, while he's recovering, his goddaughter takes his name and continues his career as a costumed crime fighter. Now, there was an Earth 1 version of him that trained Batman and had some appearances in the Brave and the Bold series. Those were eliminated when Crisis ended and merged the two Earths. The post-Crisis version of the character also added some more martial arts skills in addition to just his boxing ability. He also becomes a trainer of a lot of heroes, including Batman, Catwoman, and Black Canary. He actually becomes involved with Catwoman and is also shown to have been involved with Hippolyta, the Golden Age Wonder Woman. He definitely gets around. He's also fathered at least 2 kids. One is kidnapped by the Yellow Wasp, the Killer Wasp, I'm sorry, and turned into a monster, a wasp monster. And the other is he really has nothing to do with until he just met him recently. So there have been a few other people that taken up the name Wildcat. The first being Yolanda Montez, and that's his goddaughter. And she was the daughter of a boxer friend who was born with claws, retractable claws, and cat-like agility. And she takes up the name when he's injured during the Crisis. She joins Infinity Inc. for a little bit, but then she's killed by Eclipso. There's Hector Ramirez, who was also for a very short time, shorter than Yolanda, who's a protege who wanted to become the next Wildcat. Ted didn't want anybody to become Wildcat, and so he stole a suit, and in trying to break up a underground fight club, super-powered fight club, was killed by Killer Croc. And then there's his son, who they share the name now, and his son, who is a werepanther, turns into a cat-like Catman creature, which is inspired by the Kingdom Come story. Now for his powers, not really any powers, just his combat training and expertise. So that's it. I guess I'll say see you till next time. See ya.